I was kind of limited in practice. Last week, my first full week back to practice, and I think it kind of showed in my play. I think it's really important to get out here and practice and get prepared. But yeah, my limitations are gone now, man. So I'm fully back.
And then also, I mean, you guys have been doing very well in the pass rush the last few weeks. I think I could be wrong. I'd have to look it up for sure, but I think you guys have 5 sacks or more in the last 3 games. Just what's been working so well for you guys in the pass rush the last few weeks?
I think our preparation, man. During the week, we're really getting after it. We're really studying different. We're working moves. Coach Taylor has us on crayons every day, and we're really just getting after it in our preparation. And I think it's really showing up. We're hustling around in practice, and now we got a quarterback in our pass rush that we got to wrap up after every rep. So I mean, that's giving us as real a look as we can get prior to game time. So it's just in our preparation.
Next, let's go to Matt Shodell. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, Branson. So it's crazy, but your defense has been missing so many linemen on and off all year between you and now Nigelique and Akeem. What does it say just sort of about Lance Guidry's style of defense and how Lance Guidry coaches that the defense, you guys are number 24 in the nation in total defense, even missing all these guys, A, how good would this defense line have been if everyone stayed healthy? And B, how good a job has Coach Guidry done just getting you guys ready every single week?
Yeah, like you said, man, we're missing 2 great guys, 2 huge pieces to our defense. But I think it kind of explains like our leadership. Man, we got guys all over the place that have to be prepared, young and old. We got a bunch of old guys, but we got some young guys too stepping up. You guys seen Jaden Wayne out there. So he's a guy that's going to have to help us. And Coach G is doing a great job, man. He's keeping it simple. But we also got to be prepared to play and be ready before game time.
Next, we'll go to Marcus Benjamin. Marcus, go ahead.
Hey, Branson, how's it going?
What up, Marcus, man? I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well. Wanted to ask you about transferring to Miami. Obviously, you're a transfer from Purdue, so we're mid-season now. How do you feel about your decision to transfer to Miami, and what would you say to players that are thinking about transferring to the U?
So first of all, transferring to Miami was probably the best decision I've ever made. In terms of being on a platform that's around a bunch of guys that are really talented, really pushing myself to up my level of play. We have a freshman that's all worldly, and you kind of gotta match his style of play every time you go out there. So the best decision I've ever made. If you're thinking about coming here, just do it, man. I was kind of afraid too, but it's a leap of faith. And I struck gold, man. So, the best decision I ever made, come check out the U.
Next, we'll go to Susan Miller-Degnan. Susan, go ahead.
Hi, Branson.
Hey, Susan, how you doing?
Good. So I've been asking everybody, and there are some veterans on this call today, on the Zoom. When you get to this time of the year, when you're hitting November, what are the physical and the mental challenges that change for football players, or that happen when you get this late? How do you push through them, or how do you deal with them? And like you were just talking about Ruben, what do you give any advice to younger guys? Just the whole bit.
I think Coach started off the week. So yesterday, Coach Cristobal started off the week with, man, everybody's in week 9. It's week 9 for everybody. So we have to enhance toughness. We got to enhance mental toughness, and we just got to keep pushing. All of our goals are right in front of us, and if we let off the gas now, man, November eats you up, man, because November, one of the most important months in our season, and we have to capitalize on the rest of our game. Ruben's doing a great job with not only adapting to being this late in the season. I know his body hurting, everybody's body hurting, but he's actually the guy that's preaching to everybody, man. We got to keep going. He's leading the group. He's just doing a great job, so it's not much for us to say to him as leader.
How does it, I think you kind of said this, but how does it eat you up, November?
Man, November's tough because, like you said, it's late in the season. Everybody's hurting. Everybody is might not might take days off of practice or it might not go as hard as practice, man, we have a great leader that's going to keep us sharp, going to keep us going. And like you said, man, everybody's in week 9. So we can't feel sorry for yourself because everybody's going through the same thing. We're just going to keep it tough.
And also, again, you might not really be paying as much attention, but the ACC released the future model, and I guess SMU, Stanford, and Cal, right, or next year get added to the conference. And for example, you guys go to Cal, will travel to Cal next year. What do you think of that? Them getting added, and is that kind of fun, going cross-country trips and stuff?
Yeah, I like it. I really do like it. I think it'll be a new experience for these guys to go out in Cal and play. It's definitely a different atmosphere on your breathing and everything. I played out west, I think, one time. And it's definitely a different atmosphere. I think it'll be fun for these guys to go out there and compete with those guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And let's wrap up with a hey again from Adam. Adam, go ahead.
Hey again. I was just looking, and the O-line is, I think, tied for 10th in the nation in fewest sacks allowed. You've been going up against them, since the spring. How have you seen them progress, and what do they do so well that can frustrate opposing defensive linemen?
I think for them, they're one of the best groups, and you can see it on film of working together and working on the string, man. It's really frustrating when you got a 3 technique that's trying to work through the B gap and the tackle has his hand sitting there for the guard blocking off your gap while also kicking out to the edge player and being able to cut off his path. It's really frustrating, but they work on a string, man, and they're really good. They're experienced, older guys, so any tricks, Matt Lee is up there calling out disguises and where people are coming from. He has those guys set and ready every play. So I think it's just experience. Those guys are tough as nails, man, and their leader is also one of the best coaches in the country. So it's going to be tough to get around those guys, man, and get to the quarterback. I think people is realizing it now.
And what's it just like? I mean, for you guys on the D lines, obviously, you guys want to do well in practice and show show off for yourselves. But
right.
It's also good that you guys have a good offensive line. Like, what's that like? Just on a personal level, I guess.
So it's better for us because you kind of get to see where you're at. When you do get a win, you appreciate it a whole lot more. I can tell you that. But you kind of get to line up and see where you're at yourself and pick things to work on because every week the guys that we play aren't going to set like those guys. They give you a hard, tough set, and by the time game day comes, it's really easy to know what you're going to get and know what moves you're going to work because you've been struggling all week to beat these guys.
All right, great. Thanks, Branson. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you, guys. Can't wait.